Hi, and welcome to Random Walks in HR with me, Tim Peppers. And today we're giving a very short sneak preview of a webinar that I'm delivering for APQC on Thursday, the 15th of July. It's at 4 p.m. UK time or 10 a.m. Central time in America, but it will be available online afterwards. So I'll post a link in the comment in terms of if you want to or able to join live and ask questions and be taking part in the Q&A, or I'll also post a link to the online video if you're not able to attend and then you want to watch it at a later date. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about remote working and the return to the office and start trying to answer those questions around, who should return to the office? Why should we go back to the office? When should we go back to the office? And to do what with who? And to do that, we're going to talk about how we can leverage data and analytics to really understand who's doing what, how we're working, who we're collaborating with, and what are the best mediums to collaborate online, digitally, versus face-to-face. And for that, we're going to leverage all this data we have in our digital workplace, our apps, our systems, our processes, to really understand what is the impact of going back to the office, what's the impact of working remotely, and where potentially we can do our best work. And to do that, we're also going to talk about something called task inference. And task inference is basically using data that we have within our job descriptions, within job adverts for our organization, but of our companies online, looking at other passive data we have, like objectives or performance reviews, or even organization data, to really understand exactly what tasks are being done within organizations. And once we know what tasks are being done, we can understand, can those tasks be done remotely? And actually, what's the risk involved in doing them remotely? When we put those two things together, we have this matrix called remoteability. Remoteability is really understanding what work can be done remotely and what is the risk involved. Now, once we talked about remoteability, discussed a few use cases, and really expanded and really understand exactly how we can use it, we can then think about looking a bit further and broader at this new metric and looking at how it can really help impact HR in many different ways, whether it's strategic for workforce planning and recruitment, looking at location strategy and talent pools, looking at diversity and well-being. Again, what is the risk of not being in the office versus working from home, and what are the potential opportunities? We can also look at reallocating resources. So we're not hiring and firing in different locations, but what skills and what tasks can be done by other people in other areas. And lastly, looking at how remoteability can also underpin things such as diversity, inclusion, and succession planning. How do we then use this metric to really understand what are the career paths for people who may not be able to move around within our organization physically, geographically, if they have care duties or they have certain issues that would prevent them from moving around easily. So looking at how remoteability, once we understand what it is and how we understand how to calculate it, can be an incredible tool for good. So would love to have you there. It's a 45-minute webinar and then another 15 minutes for Q&A afterwards. It is a Thursday, the 15th of July. Joining links will be in the comments below. I'd love to see you there. If you can't make it, please check it out online at a later date. And as always, if you have questions and would like to pick up anything with me, please find me out on LinkedIn and we'll put some time in to discuss. Looking forward to hearing your questions and hope to see you there. Thank you.